So, on the High Street, which has become Newark Road, the first split is to Brant Road, where my parents first lived when they first settled here on graduating from York University and getting married. The second split is this. This is Highcombe Road, and we're coming up on my old junior and infant school, which I attended in the late 80s. So that's the best part of 25 years ago. Unbelievable. Look, the Spar shop. That Spar shop, just like the Esso garage, was our little refreshment outside of school. The difference between the two, of course, being that there's no hill here. I plan on showing you, well, from a little bit of a distance, the Manor Leas, and then we're going to walk home the way that I would have walked home 25 years ago. So we'll start with the infant school. Several memories of this. Firstly, when I first joined here, this was a set of porter cabins because the school had burnt down and was being rebuilt, and so for my first year we were in porter cabins. Second year I moved in, and these funny little plastic red doors, they're 25 years old. The head teacher was called Barbara. I don't know what her second name was. Obviously she's long moved on, I would have thought, from by now. It says the head teacher is Mrs. J. Austin, so no idea. Manor Leas Infant School here is right next to Manor Leas Junior School, which is that sort of building over there, and it goes on all the way around this area here. This path may have been here 25 years ago, but not developed, not like this. This was closed off. I think this was just a track before that was sort of closed off to the public, and you'd go in, and the first thing you come to over there, you still do by the looks, it's the bike sheds. Bike sheds, everything happened behind the bike sheds. The headmaster was Robert Palethorpe? I don't know, Mr. Palethorpe. I can't remember what his first name is. Possibly Robert. So this is where I went for my junior school. So in total here, 3 years there, 4 years here. Is that right? Wait a minute. No, maybe 8 years in total. Cannot remember if there was only 3 years. I think there's only 3 years at an infant school. Could have been 4. And definitely 4 years in junior school. Junior school 7, 8. Junior school is 3, 4, 5 and 6. And Manor an infant school is reception 1 and 2. So there's only 3 years there, 4 years here. This track wasn't here. I'm going to just sort of have a little walk round. The thing that gets me about this is how much smaller it looks now. It used to be huge here. I'm sure the buildings have shrank in 25 years. In fact, I'm pretty sure they're exactly the same buildings they were 25 years ago. That nothing particularly has been added to this. So I have a few memories of infant school. Most notably, one of our teachers, Mrs. Revel, who used to live in Saxelby, collapsed halfway through a school play once. She was in the audience, so were my parents, and I was on stage. And all I had to do was come on with a plate of paper pies I learnt how to build paper pies. Basically a cone on top of a cylinder, and it looked like there was no play area here. That's for absolutely certain. Year 5 to 6 challenge zone. Well, that wasn't there before, 25 years ago. So anyway, so yes, she collapsed. I think she was a diabetic. I remember I used to be Mrs. Alot's favourite for taking the register in the 3rd year. And that's about it for primary school. Junior school, you know, I've got a couple of memories. Most notably playing on the school field, which is actually on the other side of the buildings round there. I don't know if this is going to take us round that way or not. Looks like it might. It's raining again, so you're steaming up. Yes, I think if we walked all the way round, we'd sort of get the playing fields. In fact, you can sort of see them through the gaps there. Playing fields are over there. Junior school, not a lot to say really. I remember most of my my teachers. Mrs. Clack in the 1st year, Sandra Clack in fact. 2nd year, Mrs. Smith. Bizarre. I had the first day off when Mrs. Smith was new, because I was quite nervous about meeting her. Nerves got to me and I had the day off school. Next was Mrs. Hollands. Mrs. Hollands, who said that I would never get to university, never do well. I think they were worried about me at that point in time. I was what they like to call a slow developer.